Standard homeowners policy exclusions. Standard homeowners policies exclude coverage for flood, earthquake, war, war, nuclear accident, landslide, mudslide, sinkhole. Some of these exclusions are discussed below. Point number 1. Flood damage is excluded under standards homeowners and renters insurance policies. Flood coverage, however, is available in the form of a separate policy both from the National Flood Insurance Programs (NFIP) and from a few private insurers. Additional information on flood insurance can be found on the NFIP and from a few private insurers. Additional information on flood insurance can be found on the Flood Smart government website or by calling 8883799531 for coverage over and above the 2 lakh $50,000 limit for property and $1 lakh for content provided by the NFIP. Excessive flood insurance is available from private insurance companies. See topic on flood insurance on page 47 for further information. Tsunami cause flood damage and are therefore only covered by a flood policy. Point number two, earthquakes. Earthquake coverage can be a separate policy or an endorsement to a home owners or renters policy. It is available from most insurance companies in California. It is also available from the California Earthquake Authority, a privately funded, publicly managed organization in earthquake-prone state like California. The policy come with a high deductible. Point number 3. Damage resulting from faulty, defective, or inadequate maintenance, workmanship, construction, or materials. Defective product can include construction materials. An insurance policy will not cover damage due to lack of maintenance, mold, termite infestation, and infestation from other pests. It is the policyholder's responsibility to take reasonable precautions to protect the home from damage. Levels of coverage. There are 3 coverage options. Point number 1. Actual cash value. This type of coverage pays to replace the home of possession minus deduction for depression. Point number 2. Replacement cost. This type of coverage pays the cost of rebuilding or repairing the home or replacing possession without a deduction for depression. Point number 3. Guaranteed extended replacement cost. An extended replacement cost policy pays a certain percentage, generally 20-25% over the coverage limit to rebuild the home in the event that materials and labor costs are pushed up by a widespread disaster. For example, if homeowners take out a policy for $1 lakh, they can get up to an extra to $20,000 or $25,000 of coverage. Some companies offer a guaranteed replacement cost policy which pays whatever it costs to rebuild the home as it was before the fire or other disaster, even if it exceeds the policy limit. This gives protection against sudden increases in construction costs due to a shortage of building materials after a widespread disaster or other unexpected situations. It generally does not cover the cost of upgrading the house to comply with current building codes. However, an endorsement or an addition to the policy called ordinance or law can help pay for these additional costs. Guaranteed and extended replacement cost policies are more expensive but can offer excellent financial protection against disasters. This type of coverage, however, may not be available in all states or from all companies. Business insurance basics. Most businesses need to purchase at least the following four types of insurance. Point number one, property insurance. Property insurance compensates a business if the property used in the business is lost or damaged as the result of various types of common perils such as fire or theft. Property insurance covers not just buildings or structure but also the contents including office furnishing, inventory, raw material, machinery, computers and other items vital to our business operations. Depending on the Depending on the type of policy, property insurance may include coverage for equipment breakdown, removal of debris after a fire or other destructive events, some types of water damage and other losses. Business insurance basics. Most business needs to purchase at least the following four types of insurance. Point number one, property insurance. Property insurance compensates a business if the property used in the business is lost or damaged as the result of various types of common perils such as fire or theft. Property insurance covers not just a building or a structure but also the content including office furnishing, inventory, raw materials, machinery. Business interruption insurance, also known as business income insurance. Business interruption insurance is a type of property insurance. A business whose property has sustained a direct physical loss such as fire damage or a damaged roof due to a free falling on it in a windstorm and has to close down completely while the premises are being repaired, may lose out to competitors. A quiet resumption of business after a disaster is essential. That is why business interruption insurance is so important. There are typically three types of business interruption insurance. A business can purchase any one or combination of these. Business income coverage compensates for lost income of if a company has to vacate its premises due to disaster related damage that is covered under the property insurance policy. Business income insurance covers the profits the companies would have earned based on financial records had the disaster not occurred. The policy also covers operating expenses such as electricity that continue even though business activities have come to a temporary halt. Extra income coverage reimburses the company for a reasonable sum of money that it spends over and above normal operating expenses to avoid having to shut down during the restoration period. Contingent business interruption insurance protects a business owner's earnings following physical loss or damage to the property of the insured suppliers or customers as opposed to its own property. Damage due to floods, earthquakes, and acts of terrorism are generally not covered by standard business property insurance but can be purchased through various markets.